After removing one of these little magnetic pieces, I can already say that I'm regaining my field of view. So we've been sent two products from Globular Cluster VR. Now, they haven't sponsored this channel, but they did send us these products for review. Now, these two products are specifically designed for the Meta Quest 3, and I'm super excited, so let's actually dive right in. Now, I don't know how to open this box, but from my understanding, this should be a Globular Cluster VR. Okay, we're just gonna rip it because I'm terrible at opening boxes. Okay, product number 1 and product number 2. Awesome. Oh, awesome. So we're going to do our first impressions. It looks like here we have a Globular Cluster VR experience. This is a comfort Globular Cluster VR CMQ3 comfort mod for Quest 3. This is pretty cool. I'm really curious. This is why you need unboxing knives. This is why unboxing knives are important. Or Globular Cluster VR pull tabs. Take a page out of Apple's book. Okay, I don't have the nails for this. Everything is going to end up being torn and ripped to shreds. All right, let's see. In we go, in we go. Okay. Ooh, this looks really interesting. Okay, so they've sent us what looks like a new head strap with a very smooth ratchet. Very nice. And it looks like you can actually put in one of those magnetic or wireless or magnetic chargers here. Yeah, you can hook up one of those. And it's actually the one with this hinge. Interesting. They've sent us a cable. They've sent us some different comfort modifications, and what looks to be a loop strap. Nice. I like Velcro. Who doesn't? Okay, so that's what comes in the first box. This is the comfort mod, and we've also got very, very plush padding. Okay, let me get out the Quest 3 here. Also, if you're interested in one of these cases, they are down in the description below. So you don't necessarily have to follow the channel to support the channel. You can just buy one of these with our link, and you'll be indirectly supporting the channel. All right. Perfect. So this is what the current one we have looks like. It's a bit annoying because it actually goes right in a bit too easily. It doesn't really stay. And I would say it's not incredibly comfortable, especially the facial interface. And it doesn't have much head or forehead padding like this one does. This has no forehead padding whatsoever. So all this stuff is really interesting. I have no idea really how to put this stuff in there, but it looks like, okay, very confusing. I guess that's where that book will come in handy. And here we've got the facial interface. So here, the first box was the head strap. The second box is the facial interface. Let's open it up. Knives for hands, guys. Knives for hands. So I actually use my Quest quite a lot, and I use it connected to power, and I use it for work. So because I use it for work, it spends a lot of time on my head, and because of that, I actually end up getting headaches. Really bad headaches. So in here, inside this box, we've got 1, 2, 3 comfort facial straps, it looks like. And what looks like a little SIM ejector tool. I wonder what that's for. So let's actually dig right in. Let's take off this strap, and let's take off the facial interface and get stuck into using this product. Okay. So first things first, it's actually quite difficult getting this facial interface off. So that's probably because I'm doing it wrong. You gotta just straight up pull the facial interface off, put it to the side. This is the stock facial interface. It's actually adjustable. You can adjust it to, it looks like 4 different levels. I usually have it on the last level because I've got a big forehead. There we go, that's out now. And then on the sides here, you just unclip, pull out, unclip, pull out, and you've got your Quest 3. This is where the money is. Don't lose that. So this is the battery, the Quest battery strap. If you're interested in one of these as well, we'll link it down in the description below. Again, if you want to support the channel, you can. If you don't, hey, it's okay. All right, it's going right in here. So I don't know how to do this. I'm assuming it just goes, slides right in, pretty straightforward. But before you slide that right in, you obviously want to put this on your face. Want to test which one. Ooh, is this adjustable? I think it is. So you want to test which one feels good. That feels very good. That feels very good. It's like a, it's almost like it's got a foam material and then a lining. So if you're sweating a lot, this is not the one you want to use. Then we've got this one, which is almost like a pure, what do you call it? Faux leather, and it's got Velcro. Very nice. Yep, this one feels good as well. I like the feeling of this with this one more with the material, but again, if you're gonna sweat, it's not the best. This one, whew, that feels soft. Oh, that's the one. That's the one. That's the one right there. Okay, we're testing them, guys. We've gotta fully test these things, you know? Okay, so first things first, we're gonna click in the facial interface. Like so. I'm assuming this works by first clicking this in and then clicking this in. Yep. Aha. It's magnetic. That's one thing that okay, I see. So if you want to put this further away from your face, you just clip the magnets in like that. And then when you're ready to swap out your facial interface, you just clip the magnets in like that. That's genius. That is actually very smart. Good job, globular cluster. Now, how do we put this on? All right. So this is where the genius stops. I'm just kidding. Right. So it looks like maybe this item might go first. Yes, yes, we found it. We found what clips in first. We found it. Okay. There we are. Be very careful. And all right, that's clipped in. Doing my best not to touch the cameras because I'm a bit of a clean freak sometimes. Okay, we've got the first bit in. So it came attached to one of the the facial interfaces. So essentially one of these magnetic pieces, there is a piece that goes in first, and that's that piece. I'm discovering this at the same time you guys are. And the really good thing about these types of reviews is you see how easy it is to figure this stuff out. You shouldn't really have too much difficulty because if it's too hard, it's too much work. And then we put that in and we put that in. Now we've got a lot of space actually, way more space than we had with the initial interface. So if you have a look here, if you see just how many clips I've put, how many of these additional facial interfaces I've put here, and the one that we had, you can see that there's a lot of space there. So I'm actually going to remove this. I don't know if I put it on properly. Yep. So now let's just quickly test this. Wow. This is I don't feel like I'm being, I don't feel like it's pressing on my face as much as the other one was, the original one. I don't feel like it's pressing on my face as much. But now the most important thing that we're going to test now is the head strap. And one of the things that I love about this head strap is, although it still has this portion which loops into the top portion here, I'm not going to put that on just yet. I want to see how it works without it. So let's loop that in, let's push it in, And this end as well, let's push that in. And let's go, let's push it in. Push it in. I'm curious how far in this is supposed to go. I'm very curious. So let's push it in. Let's go to the end, like so, and then balance that on either end, like so. Now, let's open this up and let's give it a try. All right. Oh, okay. Magnetic, I see the downside of it already. It's just a little bit. Maybe it's just me. I think it's just me. I didn't put things in properly. But, okay. Yep. Okay. Anyway, let's check this on. All right. Okay. All right. So already I can see that I've got more of a tunneled field of view. You might not be able to see what I'm seeing, but I can definitely see that I've got a bit more of a tunneled field of view. I've got a little bit more padding back here, which I really, really like. I feel more secure. I feel like during long sessions, this is a lot more comfortable than what I have been using, which is this. So I would definitely say that the Globular Cluster VR comfort mods are just that, they're comfortable. I'm going to try just one more before giving my final verdict. Okay, so before we give our final verdict, we're just going to quickly take this off, remove some of the magnetic pieces so we can get closer to the display. Maybe we'll remove one, and we'll try one of the other pieces here. We'll try this one, the gray one, which is the same as the gray foam padding here. And we also have some other padding. I'm assuming this one here is for if you're going to be sweating quite a lot, and this one as well. It's almost like a silicone, but we'll take those out of the pack in just a moment. Let's see, let's give that a try. All right, let's jump back into VR. Let's see. Okay, all right, well, here's one thing that I can say I like right off the bat. It's not sitting on my nose. It doesn't feel like I'm having to press this into my face the way that I did before. And after removing one of these little magnetic pieces, I can already say that I'm regaining my field of view. It's not as tunnel visioned as it was before, and there's still one more magnetic piece to go. So if I remove that, I'll get even closer to the screen and get an even wider field of view. So the next thing I'm going to remove is the back piece here and swap it out for one of these. But what I can definitely say is the comfort mods feel very comfortable. There's a big difference between this one that I just tried and the one that's currently on there. So we'll swap them over onto the last one here, which is incredibly plush and very, very soft. This is more like a memory foam material. That's what it feels like. And I'm pretty sure that this is something that, this is definitely something that, the kind of pillow you'd want to sleep on at night. So, yep, I can see that Dave is getting a bit tired of holding the camera, so I'll hurry this up a bit. All right. Let's see. So here we're putting on the plush memory foam material. Again, it hooks on just magnetically like so. Oh geez. Oh, I think I've done something wrong. Okay, so just be very careful because all of the little pieces need to actually clip into certain areas. And if you're not careful with it, it'll pop out. And if it pops out, it's hard to pop back in. All right. Okay, we actually might not try this one, or I'll leave it as is and still hook it in. So hooking it in, same thing, it's magnetic, let's chuck it in right there. I actually think that I've moved these a little bit too close to the display. That's why we're having some issues. So we'll move them a little further away. And now we can clip this in, should be clipping in with no issues. Yep. Okay, let's remove the other magnetic piece. Okay, perfect. Trying my best not to break things. It's a very expensive toy, guys. Very expensive work toy. All right, perfect. That clips in perfectly fine. So it looks like with the plush piece, it's better if you don't have any of the magnetic trim pieces that extend the distance from the screens. So let's go into VR. Now, tighten this up. Let's tighten that up. And let's adjust our field of view. And, ooh, okay, I think I see, okay, I think, wow. All right. Okay. This is a game changer. It feels very plush on my face. I know I'm not going to be getting any, I guess, pressure points on my face, which is great. I know, this is actually brilliant. I love it. Very last thing we're going to test, guys, before we give our verdict, is changing out that back portion. Yep, and it looks like I'm just going to pull it out. I'm just going to go for it. We're just going to pull it out. Oh, it's easier than that. It's even easier. First things first, we're going to test this one. So this here appears to be a silicone padded rear thingamabob. And I guess you just slide it on. So it's actually got grooves in there. And these grooves slide in to this thing here. And when you slide that in, slide in that thing. Here we are. You slide that in, and it hooks on like that. Look, I'll be very honest. I'll give this a very brief and very quick try without putting on this. I'm less inclined to use this because it doesn't have as much foam padding as this one does, or I'm also very keen to try this one. So let's jump right in and see how that looks and feels. Yeah, I can already tell this is geared towards those who play sports. So if you do a lot of sports, that's going to be for you. You can sweat on this and not worry about it. Very last one. Let's do it. Let's do it. Ooh, look at that. Isn't that a little bit, yeah, like it's almost like a fidget toy. Very nice. So because again, this has sort of like a textured back, it'll just clip right in there because of the Velcro-like tabs. And you just place that in like so, and it's in there. So let's have a feel. Let's see how that feels. Again, I would say that this is more geared towards people who play sports. Ooh, that's different. That's a different kind of grip, that one. That's interesting. Oh, it definitely grips your head, and you definitely realize that it's there. Personally, I'm a big fan of this. I really like this one. I do feel like it's a lot more. It's a lot better designed for comfort. So I would probably say the most comfortable combination out of all this, and I took this off because I'm just curious. There are all these things here, and I'm not sure entirely where these things go. But the most comfortable combination to try here is this gray pad, which is a gray foamy pillowy pad for the back of the head, and the magnetic facial interface here. This is great. Oh, that's where that goes. So I'm assuming these leather ones as well, faux leather, of course, then just wrap around in here. So essentially that's the same thing, and again, that's the same thing. So they really give you quite a few options to choose from. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different facial interface paddings, as well as a couple different facial interface mechanisms, as well as some magnetic distancers, I guess eye or facial distancers, which are really cool to actually use. They work really well. They just really snap in together like so. It's just so easy when you get it right. Geez, come on. Don't fail me now. Okay, yeah. So essentially, that's the review of this product. I definitely will be using this product for a little bit more time. I'll be using it for a couple of months, and then possibly doing a review on it if you guys are actually very interested in the product. But from what I can tell already, I'm going to like this. The only thing I'm going to suffer from is the lack thereof a battery. Because this one here is a 6,000 milliamp hour battery, and it extended my playtime or my Oculus use time by maybe approximately 3 to 4 hours. So that's the one thing that I'm going to miss. But again, guys, if you are interested in these products, even the globular cluster comfort mod for the Quest 3, for the facial interface and the other modifications, the link is in the description below. You'd be helping the channel out a lot if you do purchase from those links. But even if you don't, that's the review for you guys. Enjoy.